President Obama's health care plan seems to be in trouble after 3 days of intense questioning in the Supreme Court.
North Texas Congressman Dr. Michael Burgess was in the chamber for Tuesday's session, and he joins us in our Dallas newsroom. Good morning, Dr. Burgess.
Good morning, Dan.
How would you describe then the atmosphere, the tone of the questioning on that Tuesday?
Well, first off, you just couldn't help but be struck by the historical significance of what was going on that morning, and not so much for people my age, but perhaps for those kids in elementary school. Whatever is decided here is going to be affecting the lives of Americans for decades to come. The questioning, I thought, was I got to tell you, I was a little bit encouraged. Everyone has told me all the way along that this will be a narrow decision, and the justice who likely will be the so-called swing justice is Justice Kennedy. And his questions were pretty intricate in there. He developed a line of thought and he pursued it. Can you require commerce in order to regulate it? Does this not change the relationship of the federal government with the citizens that it pretends to govern? And I thought his questions were quite good. Perhaps a little more concerned about some of the questions I heard from Justice Roberts, but then he is the Chief Justice and may have been more balanced during the questioning.
Right. This issue, they're giving more time to this issue than they've given to any other issue in such a long time. Could you tell which way they were leaning? I mean, I know that they're going to vote on it today, but then they've got all this time until June, till they have to make a final decision.
Right, till they loop in the rest of us. But, you know, there are 4 questions that they are required to resolve. The first one as to whether or not they can even hear the case now. I think that one pretty much everybody understands they are going to go ahead and render an opinion. We're likely not to get a clear-cut opinion. Right. It's not likely to be the individual mandate struck and the law struck down. It's likely to be a mixed decision, but I would say at this point I do wonder if the individual mandate will survive the scrutiny that it underwent this week.
Right.
And you're a significant opponent of the Obama health care reform law. Health care costs, though, are a huge problem in this country. Access to medical insurance, also a big problem. It's having a terrible effect on the nation's budget. So what's the Republican solution to bringing down health care costs and improving access?
Well, first off, you do need to look at why this won't work. And one of the reasons it won't work is because the principal part is the expansion of Medicaid. And Medicaid right now requires a cross-subsidization from private pay patients that is what is driving the cost up and causing people to drop out of having insurance. So the vicious cycle has not been interrupted with the passage of this law. Look, there were so many things we could have done, simple things. Let's take it in 5 to 7 sequential steps, not try to do it all at once. How about we reform the tax code so we're not punishing people that are in the individual market and the small group market? How about if we do some things that will increase competition buying across state lines? After all, this new law is going to create a federal exchange system which will exist across state lines. Why not allow the private companies to do that now and see if we can't get some benefits from competition? And finally, you know, people need to know what their health care costs, and right now we've been anesthetized by this third-party payment system.
Right. Congressman Burgess, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.